Hello and welcome to Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles Remastered Edition. This is a remaster of one of my favorite games of all time. I've been looking forward to this a lot. I was literally planning to record Crystal Chronicles as my next GameCube game for this channel, and then they announced this remaster, so yeah, I'm a happy camper. Gotta look at the terms of use. There we go. We definitely read all of those for sure. So this game is very nostalgia-packed for me. Like, one of my favorite memories from when I think I was in high school. Yeah, I was in high school. Barely. Maybe tail end of junior high or something. I will be talking through this opening. Unfortunately, I don't expect to be able to play the music that's playing here without a copyright strike, so it'll be muted, which is unfortunate because it's nice. But this game had just come out when my family and I went on a trip to Mammoth Mountain. They were going to go skiing. I don't really like snow skiing that much, so I decided that I would just go up with them and stick around in the cabin most of the time, because one of the things that feels best to me in this world is being in a nice, toasty, warm room when there's snow on the ground outside. It's just so comfy. So yeah, I was playing this because I brought my GameCube with me, and it had just come out, so yeah, I was playing this on my GameCube in that cabin, bundled up in blankets in that nice, cozy cabin. And it was so nice. And then I learned that one of my friends also just coincidentally happened to be vacationing at Mammoth Mountain with his family that same week, and his cabin was like a 4-minute walk away from mine. So we ended up, since we both brought our GameCubes and we both had the game, we ended up just meeting up and playing 2-player together while on vacation, and it was a great time. I played this game in multiplayer a lot, the original version. I ended up being the guy with the link cables in my friend group. I had, I think, 3 Game Boy Advance to GameCube cables of my own, and one of my friends who, like me, got big into the Chow Gardens in Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. He also had a Game Boy Advance to GameCube cable for that. So between the two of us, we had 4 GBA to GameCube cables, so we were able to do 4-player because every one of my friends had a Game Boy Advance. So yeah, we had a real good time playing this game in 4 players, and it was great. That's probably a big part of why I loved this game so much, is I was able to play it in the ideal scenario without really any fuss. And this is, well, you're not hearing it, but they're playing a new rendition of this intro song, which is very nice. I think I preferred the original version, and I started countless games just to listen to this song, because this is the only time in the game when it plays is when you hit new game. But yeah, this is a real nostalgia bomb for me. And I'm very much looking forward to playing it here. For reference, I am playing the PS4 version, though it is also out on Switch, iOS, and Android. And I'm playing the PS4 version because I've got a PS4 Pro, and for some reason I think it'll be able to run the game more smoothly than any of the other options. Just some reason. Well, that's an easy call. Can we do lowercase? Doesn't look like we can do lowercase. Yes, we can. It's R1. Exactly fits. Come, let us record your adventures in this journal. It shall be known as the Crystal Chronicles. But first, we must know the name of your hometown. Alright. Yeah, Tipo works. It's default. We'll keep it. Oh, I love this music. Just, I'm gonna say that a lot while playing this game. This game's soundtrack is one of the first that I ever bought. Yeah. Dawn. The morning of my departure was here at last. I tried to brace myself for the journey ahead. There was a field along the main road where I decided to camp until sunrise. Tomorrow I set out in search of myrrh. Yeah, I know how to play the game. Yeah, I know. Though actually, the fact that it says to choose up to 8 members right here and right now, that might be a good sign, or might not. I don't know. Depends. Yeah. A tribe of warmth, the Clavats seek unity and friendship above all else. They are down-to-earth, peaceful, and see all others as friends, no matter their background. Their special deal is they have access to the strongest weapon and shield in the game. They end up with the highest defense of anyone, though not the highest attack power despite having the strongest weapon. A proud warrior tribe steeped in tradition, the Lilties once ruled the continent. Though hot-headed, their frank nature makes them admirable merchants. They are the strongest of the 4 races, as in the highest strength stat. I forget whether they can do other things while carrying what is lovingly referred to as the bucket, because they bounce it on their heads instead of holding it in their hands, so maybe they can still interact with stuff? I don't remember. I'm not going to play as one. Yuke. A soft-spoken tribe of wisdom and research, the Yukes once used magic to resist the might of the Lilties. Their otherworldly physical forms are said to be simply souls that augment their magical abilities. They're the best casters. They have the highest magic stat, and they cast magic faster than anyone else. That's the only thing they excel in other than looking weird. They are the best at looking weird. Selkie. A tribe of individualists, the Selkies clothe themselves in furs and stolen goods. Their almost primal agility has led many Selkies to take up a life of brigandry and thievery. If you play as a Selkie, then the Selkie town will not pickpocket you. Also, they charge up their focus strikes the fastest, and if memory serves, their standard attack combo is a little quicker than everyone else's. Yeah, we're just going to be a Clavat. They're nice and default-ish. Even though the game apparently wants me to be a Selkie. Also, they added an appearance for each race. Like, it used to be it was 4 options for each gender, so Bobbed is brand new. And Ribbon is brand new and actually looks kind of nice, but... yeah. I actually rather like the default look for the female Clavats, but we're gonna go... Tough call between these two for me. I'm gonna go with the one that's not wearing tights.
Fire!
So these are new.
Blizzard! Fire! Blizzard!
2 sounds fine.
Fire! Blizzard! Fire! Blizzard! Fire! Blizzard! Fire! Blizzard!
Wow, they've got a lot of ways to say fire and blizzard.
Fire! Blizzard! Fire! Blizzard!
Yeah, I'm liking 2. Okay, so your home job changes some things that you'll have access to as the game progresses. Blacksmith is the one that lets you make the best armor in the game or whatever. But you also need, like, supplies from the alchemist and the tailor. Maybe the merchant. Yeah, I think the merchant gives you the recipes for it. Yeah, these, you need a character with each one if you want to have access to everything in the game. Though I think Rancher, Fisher, and Miller are specifically food-based, so you can safely ignore them for the most part. But we're going to go blacksmith. And we're going to be Redmond. Because it fits, and it's me. There we go. And we can make more characters, and as the game progresses, their families will also get better at stuff, I guess. Yeah. We're not going to do that, though. We're just going to be Redmond for now. Today you finally step out into the world in search of myrrh. You come safely back to Tipa, all right? Sure thing. Should you find any materials for smithing, bring them back to us. We'll forge you a fine weapon.
Hey!
Don't worry, I'll take care of Mother and Father. If you make any friends out there, be sure to bring them round. Be sure to eat well. Yeah. We'll eat if we have to. Redmond, the blacksmith's son, is sent off by his father Arian, his mother Christy, his brother Ramsey, and his brother Samuel. Yep, that's a thing that just happened. Yeah, we might even get to play the game soon. All right, we get to go to Riverbell Path. Or not, we've got a happening on the road first. I love this music, by the way.
Hail, fellow caravaner.
Hail.
You are the caravan from that village, are you not?
Yeah, it's called Tipa. Couldn't record a line for the default name. Though the fact that there's even voice work in this game to begin with is new.
I heard they were sending out a new caravan. You seem quite capable.
Well, I'm glad you think so.
My name is Sol Rock.
Hi.
I am captain of the caravan from the great fortress at Alphataria. Our caravan boasts a history that stretches back thousands of years.
Well, aren't we just boasting to a brand new caravan?
But let us discuss that some other time. Stiltskin, do you have a moment? This is the village caravan.
Wait. The village caravan, is that grammar? The village caravan Tipa? Is that what my caravan is called?
Come on, say hello. Allow me to introduce Stiltskin.
Hi, Stiltskin.
He may not look it, but he is a seasoned adventurer. Even we turn to him for counsel from time to time.
No, I'm just a Moogle that likes to get around.
That is not the voice I expected you to have.
I learned all sorts of things in my travels before I knew it. I'm on my way somewhere right now, but I can teach you a thing or two if you like.
I mean, I already know how to play the game. The only thing I don't know is what buttons are what on the PS4 controller. So, yeah.
I highly recommend you accept his offer.
Do you now?
Yes, you wouldn't want to miss out.
Oh, I'm gonna miss out, am I? Alright.
By the way, are you setting out all by yourself, Capo?
See, that's a voice that I more expected to come from a Mog, but...
You've got a lot on your shoulders, Capo. Let me carry the crystal chalice for you, Capo.
Yes, a capital proposal. Let Mog help you.
Sure thing.
Well, let's find a better spot.
I love this music, too. There's very little music in this game that I don't love. There's the bucket. Grab that bucket. Whoop. Okay, so square opens that. X is our attack button. Oh, okay, so we do get the third attack. Is it timing based? Yeah, it is. So if you just mash it, if you mash fast enough, it'll work, but I'm mashing right now and it's not working. Yeah, it's definitely timing based. It's just failed inputs can't break it. As long as you get the correct input at the correct time, it works.
What's up?
Let's learn about the world. Our world is covered in miasma. Sustained contact with miasma gradually drains your life away. Crystals protect us from the miasma. Towns big and small each maintain a crystal to hold it at bay. I really should have paid attention or looked up whether it's pronounced miasma or miasma. I'll probably be flipping back and forth between the two. You see, crystals must be purified with myrrh once a year or they lose their brilliance. Crystal caravanners like you journey to seek out that myrrh. Drops of myrrh are gathered in the bucket. The bucket not only carries myrrh, but it also protects the caravan from miasma. And yes, it's called the bucket. No one can change my mind. It is the bucket. The goal of your journey is to find myrrh trees all over the world. And, you guessed it, your path to the myrrh trees is blocked by hordes of monsters. You need to fill your chalice with myrrh before bringing it back to your village, but each tree yields only a tiny drop of myrrh at once. So you must find several myrrh trees in order to fill your chalice with myrrh. You need to find 3. Once you draw myrrh from a tree, it can take as long as 2 years for it to replenish itself, so keep looking for other trees. Yeah, sure. Great torrents called the streams of miasma cut through the world, dividing it into sections. Each miasma stream possesses a certain element. To cross a stream and enter the lands beyond, you must change your crystal chalice's element to match that of the stream. There are 4 elements: fire, earth, water, and wind. If you're trying to cross a stream of fire, your chalice had better be of fire too. You can tell what your chalice's current element is by the color of its aura. So how do you change the chalice's element? Well, you can place the chalice on platforms called hotspots. Doing so will change the element of your chalice to that of the hotspot. Once your chalice's element matches that of the stream you want to cross, go ahead and rush through. Also, once you've drawn myrrh from a particular place, you can change your element by simply visiting that place again. Alright.
What's up?
I already know how to do all these things. We'll be going now.
I see.
Nah, we can check the diary later. Alright, now we get to go to River Bellpath. So, let's go. Oh. Yeah, that's fine. Single. I'll probably end up doing some multi with friends for some episodes, but not for the first episode. By the way, I love the music here too.
Wicked creatures prowl the road along this beautiful riverbank, but nobody's ever seen one. I once asked a man why. He simply replied, "Because anybody who happens upon one is promptly eaten." But it is long since anyone has met such a fate. But nowadays, people take another route, far away from the spooky old road. Only we walk the old way now. Travelers in crystal caravans.
So these pre-stage voice bits, those were voiced in the original. Though I feel like there was a little bit more breathing room between the lines in the original. So is it gonna go to gameplay ever, or do I actually have to press the skip button? Okay, right. It's gotta show us the name of the place. Alright, pick up items. I can do that. I don't want that bucket. Mog, you carry the bucket. So we can't go to the right just yet. Actually, well, there is something we need to do over here. We can open half of this drawbridge. And now Mog's got our bucket. And will follow us. Okay, I need to... Oh, Phoenix down already. Sure. I need to get better at the whole timing thing. And some fire magicite. Okay, so now we can cast spells. Yep. Because you'll note that in this game, you don't just have the ability to cast spells. You need to get magicite. And you can't keep the magicite when you leave a stage either. So it's one of those where you pick it up in the stage and then you've got access to it. But then, once you clear the stage, it's gone. And you gotta find it again in another stage. And it's nice that we found Cure, because now we can just heal ourselves with that. I keep on wanting to use the square button to attack. I have no idea why. And that's another Cure, but we'll pick it up anyway. And this has to go on there. I feel like that little water thing might be useful for something. There's definitely some stages where there are some slight puzzles. Slight puzzles? Small puzzles that can be solved by using, like, those little water urns. Okay, gotta open that from the other way. See, back in my day, if we wanted to have a mini-map like we can see in the top right there, we needed a Game Boy Advance. We also needed a Game Boy Advance to see what our bonus points objective for the stage was. Ooh, thunder. No, that was Raise, okay. Raise is kind of worthless for us in single, but... Yep. There we go. Takes a while to charge up a cure, but once it is charged, we're fine. Ooh, our first artifact. Come on. I don't know the timing for the third hit. This is a strength artifact. I believe Maneater is 2 points. Maybe? Either way, artifacts. We pick them up while we're in dungeons. They boost our stats or give other effects while we are in said dungeon. And once we clear the dungeon, I'm going to call these dungeons even though they aren't necessarily dungeons. Yeah, once we clear it, then we get to pick one artifact to keep forever. And it will always add to our stats from that point onward. So yeah, it's very much worth grabbing artifacts while you're in a dungeon. And there are some artifacts that can actually be found in 2 different dungeons, or multiple different dungeons even. Bucket, please get on the switch. Bucket, please get on the switch. There we go. Mog, take the bucket. But Yeah, artifacts are the main loop of this game. You go in a dungeon, you beat it, you get an artifact to keep forever. You can't keep more than one of the same specific artifact, but you can get multiple artifacts with the same effects and keep all of those. So yeah. Oh, that's a defense artifact. Yep, buckler. I believe that one's a +1. Let's take a look. Can I? Hello? I don't appear to have the ability to go left and right on this menu. How do? Options button? Nope, options button does nothing. Can I seriously not check out the other stuff? None of my buttons do anything but go up and down or select this. Oh, I had to press circle. Now I can do things. So, can I look at what artifacts I have? No. Can only look at the artifacts that I don't have or whatever. Okay. Whatever. Just wasted everyone's time. Alright, so we didn't check out over here, which... Okay, that is a recipe. Okay, so that one's thunder. And we could probably stand to use cure. Thankfully, there's no limit to how many times you can use a spell once you've got the Magicite. As long as you have Magicite, you can cast it as many times as you want. Let's head over this way. Another raised stone. Not super useful to us. If we were in multiplayer, it would be. Alright, now we've got that shortcut open. Though the shortcuts are only really useful if you intend to go backwards through the stage. Like, unless you want to revisit an older spot, there is zero value to opening shortcuts. And that's a magic artifact. And we are definitely going to want to hold off on picking up additional artifacts unless we see one of a very specific 2 that we can get here. Because while it's nice getting a few points of stats here and there, it's nicer still to get a little something else that you can get here. There are 3 types of artifacts that I will always... Ooh, bronze. There are 3 types of artifacts that I will always take over a stat up when given the option. And one of them, at least one of them, is available here. Maybe 2 of them. Another phoenix down, that's fine. Come on, Mog. Hurry it up. Unfortunately, the camera is basically locked to the bucket and not to you, even when you're playing single. I mean, there's a reason they did that. It's because if you're playing in multi, you absolutely want the camera locked to the bucket in most cases. But still. It would be nice if you could have the camera follow your character. wrong button. Still learning the controls here. Okay, that's what we want. That is a pocket. And as you can see, we now have an extra slot here that is now full. So yeah, pockets are great. They are priority... I'm going to say priority 2. Oh, well, Moogle houses are important. Gotta visit the Moogle house in every stage. Get stamps. Wait, does that not happen yet, or is it... Is there a secret Moogle hideout somewhere that gives us the stamp? I don't even remember. Or wait, we don't have our stamp book yet, do we? That's probably it. So that way is danger. I believe that means that's the boss. Well, dead ends in an RPG about getting loot. We like those. And just gonna check around, make absolutely certain that we've been everywhere. Yeah, okay, it's time to go fight that boss. Was I at full health before I came in here? I hope so. Hey look, it's the myrrh tree. And this was back before giant enemy crabs had weak points you could hit for massive damage. I think. Ow. Alright, we got rid of the little squirrel guy. So, you actually can break this guy's big claw if you hit it enough. Let's do a focus attack. I don't like that bubble. Ow. Oh, we killed his little scythe claw. Oh, but he hit us with his slow bubble. Yeah, as long as we sit in front of his face, he's going to keep hitting us with that bubble. As you can see, this boss, not really a huge issue. Though, it does change its tactics a little bit. Oh! That's a problem. That's a big problem. Waiting for it to do something. Okay. We can cure ourselves while it's casting its slow bubble at us. Yeah, gotta stay away from that little thunder symbol on the ground, otherwise we'll get thundered and that will be very bad for our health. Stop jumping. And there we go. You'll note there's no dodge button in this game. All dodging is performed by just getting out of the way of things. I would defend more often if it wasn't a command that you have to select in place of attack.
Hail Moogle at your service, Capo.
Hi, Male Moogle.
Capo! Here you go, Capo.
To our caravan, how is everything? You may be facing hardships that drag your spirits down, but always remember that the caravan gives hope to us all. May you return safely, Redmond. Thanks. Roland is who to me again? Family? I don't know. Have an apple. No, Roland is just someone. Okay. No, we're good.
I've got your reply, Capo. So long, Capo.
Bye. So these bonus points determine two things. Well, only one thing if you're playing solo. The number of bonus points you get determines which table the game pulls artifacts from for the 4 bonus ones you get for clearing the dungeon. Like, you can pick up 4 within the dungeon, but there are 4 more bonus ones that appear at the end. We are 100% getting this pocket, though. And beyond that, if you're playing in multiplayer, the number of points you get determines the order in which you get to choose from the artifacts, because these 8 things here are the only 8 things that can be chosen from, and once one is taken, it is taken. So other players have to get what's next. So, like, I take this pocket, no one else can have this pocket. The other 3 players would have to choose from what's left. So yeah, getting points is good. Some of the bonus points commands are a lot easier to get points with than others. Some have hard caps on how many points they can give you, which kinda sucks. But it's the luck of the draw. River Bell Path. I wound my way through the vivid green hills and followed the path to reach the River Bell. All my tension seemed to flow away with the River Bell's serene currents. As I pressed onward, I slew many goblins. I soon saw a rainbow over a great waterfall. Who could have known that I would fight the giant crab, surrounded by such beauty? I don't feel like the giant crab deserves to be in a different font color. And do we have other entries? No, we already read Dawn. Wait, wasn't there another entry? Didn't they say something got added to my diary? Yeah, this did. Not far from the village, someone called to me. The man introduced himself as Sol Racht, leader of the caravan from Alphataria. It seems that news of my caravan had already reached them. They showed me much kindness, and a Moogle named Stiltskin gave me a lesson in combat. Alright. So yeah, there we go. That is gonna be it for this episode. Join us next time when we go to the next place here in Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles Remastered Edition. See ya then, friends.